Have you ever reached a point in your life where everything just feels like it's crashing down around you? You know, those moments when it feels like everything you've worked for, everything you've built, is suddenly unraveling? Life throws a lot at you, and sometimes, it feels impossible to keep going. But what if you could step back, take a deep breath, and focus on healing? That's exactly what Johnny Depp has been doing lately, and his story might just be the wake-up call we all need. Lately, if you've been paying attention to the media, you may have noticed that Johnny Depp has been out of the spotlight for a while. The actor who once ruled Hollywood with roles like Captain Jack Sparrow, Edward Scissorhands, and many others, is nowhere to be found in the headlines. It's almost like he's disappeared from the public eye. And you know what? There's a reason for that, and it's not because he's vanished or fallen off the radar. Johnny Depp's secret European escape is far from what it seems. It's not about avoiding the paparazzi or hiding away from his troubles. It's about something far more meaningful. It's about healing. For years, Johnny Depp has been in the middle of controversy. We've seen him go through public legal battles, relationships under the microscope, and his personal life constantly dissected in the media. His image, once adored by millions, started to take a hit. But instead of getting bogged down by the pressures, Depp made a choice. He chose to prioritize himself and focus on something that's often neglected when you're constantly living under the public's gaze: his mental, emotional, and spiritual health. He decided that he needed to take a step back from the limelight and devote time to healing, not just physically but on a much deeper level. But why Europe? Why choose a quiet place far away from everything? Well, it makes sense when you think about it. Europe, especially places like France, offers the peace and privacy that Hollywood just can't provide. Imagine living your whole life with cameras flashing at you 24/7, people constantly speculating about your every move, and feeling like you're always on. It's exhausting. But in Europe, Depp found something that's rare for someone in his position: anonymity. He could walk through the streets of a small town, have a meal at a cafe, and not have the constant pressure of photographers trying to get the perfect shot. In Europe, Johnny Depp could breathe again. But this escape wasn't just about running away from the chaos of fame. Depp wasn't hiding, he was healing. He needed this time to reset. It's not something you'd necessarily expect from someone so famous. You might assume that with all the fame and fortune he's accumulated over the years, Johnny Depp would be invincible, unaffected by the struggles most of us face. But the truth is, no one is immune to the stress of life. Whether you're a movie star or just an average person trying to make ends meet, we all face challenges that can weigh on us. And sometimes, the only way to get through them is by focusing on healing, taking time to work on ourselves, and learning to let go of the things that no longer serve us. And that's exactly what Johnny Depp has been doing. This European escape has been about so much more than just relaxation or hiding away from the world. It's about deep emotional healing. He's reportedly been working with experts in holistic healing and mental wellness, focusing on therapies that help him rebuild his mental and emotional strength. Let's be real here. Dealing with the stress of public scrutiny, constant media attention, and personal upheavals can take a toll on anyone's mental health. It's easy to forget about your own well-being when you're constantly fighting to protect your image or maintain a facade. But Depp is choosing a different path, one where healing comes first. He's allowing himself to confront his feelings, to process his struggles, and to put in the hard work necessary to rebuild his life in a healthier, more balanced way. When people talk about mental health and wellness, they often focus on the physical aspects of recovery. We're encouraged to eat better, exercise, get enough sleep, all great things, of course. But emotional and mental recovery is just as important. And for Johnny Depp, healing isn't just about getting away from the pressure of fame. It's about reclaiming his own sense of self, his inner peace, and his ability to live a life that feels true to who he is, not who the world wants him to be. But let's not forget, Depp is an artist. He's always been passionate about his craft, whether that's acting, music, or painting. Even while focusing on his emotional recovery, Depp has reportedly been diving into his creative outlets, using this time to reconnect with his love for art and music. Europe, with its rich cultural history and diverse artistic influences, is the perfect place for someone like him to recharge creatively. It's no surprise that Johnny Depp has always had a deep connection to the arts. And now, in this quieter, more reflective space, he's able to explore that side of himself again. It's as if this escape to Europe has allowed him to rediscover his roots, to remember why he became an actor and artist in the first place. Think about it. There's something incredibly powerful about stepping away from everything to find your passion again. So many of us get caught up in the grind of daily life, in the routines and expectations that come with our jobs, families, and responsibilities. We forget about the things that make us feel alive. Depp's journey reminds us that it's important to reconnect with what inspires us, what makes us happy. For him, that's art. For others, it might be music, writing, or something completely different. But the key is to take time for yourself, to find your joy again, and to allow yourself to grow. Now, Europe offers more than just a place for Depp to heal emotionally and explore his creativity. It also gives him the freedom to live a life away from the ever-present eyes of the media. Imagine not having to worry about paparazzi following your every move, about your personal life being splashed across tabloids for the world to see. Europe allows Depp the space to live privately, something that's nearly impossible in Hollywood. This privacy is invaluable to someone who's been in the public eye for decades. It's a luxury that many of us would probably take for granted, but for Depp, it's a crucial part of his healing process. And the healing isn't just for the mind and spirit, it's also about rebuilding relationships. In a world where everything moves so fast and everyone is always connected, relationships can often take a back seat. We get so caught up in everything else that we forget to nurture the people who matter most to us. Johnny Depp's journey to Europe is a reminder that, sometimes, you need to step back in order to reconnect with the people who truly matter. Whether it's friends, family, or loved ones, the process of healing also involves building stronger, more meaningful relationships with those around you. Now, I know some people might be wondering, why didn't Depp just take a vacation, or do what most people do when they're overwhelmed? It's a good question. But the truth is, this is so much more than just a break from work or a quick getaway. It's a complete reset. Depp isn't just trying to escape for a few days or even weeks. This journey to Europe is about taking time to dive deep, to focus on the inner work that's often neglected in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. It's not a vacation, it's a spiritual, emotional, and creative healing process. And I think that's something we can all learn from. In a world that constantly demands more from us, it's easy to forget about ourselves. We forget to take time to slow down, to rest, to heal. We push through our stress, our worries, our anxieties, thinking that we can handle it all. But eventually, it catches up with us. Sometimes, the bravest thing we can do is admit that we need help, that we need a break. Johnny Depp's healing journey is a powerful reminder that it's okay to step back, to take time for yourself, and to focus on what truly matters. As we go through life, it's easy to forget that we're not just working machines, always on the go, always producing. We're people with emotions, with mental health needs, with things that need attention. Depp's story teaches us that it's important to prioritize our well-being, to give ourselves permission to heal, and to remember that we deserve peace, just as much as anyone else. So, whether it's taking a break, seeing a therapist, meditating, or just stepping away from the noise for a little while, the point is, take care of yourself. Now, I'm curious, do you think Johnny Depp made the right decision by taking this time for himself? Or do you think he should have stayed in the public eye and kept going despite the challenges? Let me know in the comments below, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed hearing about Depp's healing journey and want to learn more about celebrities and their personal stories, be sure to check out our other videos. Don't forget to hit the like button, and make sure to subscribe so you never miss another update. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up next. And remember, taking time for yourself isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. You deserve to prioritize your health, your happiness, and your peace. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.